What up, y'all? We're starting off with a good one of my favorite models, and that's the double cut Les Paul Jr. This one, as you can see, is a little bit different than your normal double cut. It's got a tortoiseshell pick guard with a custom bucker in the bridge. So this one's sort of modeled on those guitars that you see that are from the late 50s, but at some point in the 70s or 80s or 90s, somebody decided that P90 wasn't enough. They wanted a little more output, so they added the humbucker into that position. It's got pearl dots, classic TV yellow finish. This one's gonna go fast, y'all. The next one's really, really special. This is an SG standard, and the special thing is that Brunswick blue finish. Look at that. Looks like a night sky. Kind of sparkly, dark blue. It's very subtle without all the studio lights on. It almost looks like a black or dark navy blue. Really unique finish. We don't see all that often. So this next one's a really special guitar also, which I'm going to say about every single one, but this is a Les Paul Custom that we had them build for us in a 80s Les Paul Custom tobacco burst. So it's got the antique binding, it looks like an old guitar, and it's got some features that are a little bit different than the 80s Customs, which I think those were 3-piece maple necks. This one has a single piece mahogany neck, but then all the sort of like 80s appointments to it. Gold hardware, the gold speed knobs. Really nice looking finish. This one came out great. And the next one was spec'd by our very own Jessica Coves, our longest tenured salesperson. She's probably sold more Gibson Custom Shop guitars than any other guitar salesman on this planet. She ordered up this SG Special in TV yellow. So I don't think they originally had done any in TV yellow. They were all cherry as far as I know. I might be wrong. I know that there were some like white ones and stuff like that. Let us know in the comments, DM us. But check this one out, super lightweight. Got the double P90s, the strip tuners, dot neck, bound fingerboard, all the classic specs. Now we're moving into the brown lifting cases. You know what that means. Time for some historic spec Les Pauls. This one's a little bit historic, but also a little bit special. So I think this one is the Iced Tea Burst on the top. It does have the normal 54 back color, so this one is kind of like if someone had taken a gold top 54, stripped all the finish off of it, and then had it resprayed with a burst, which you do see pretty regularly on vintage guitar. It's got the gold speed knobs, all the other 54 appointments like the Kluson tuners. And you all recognize this one from the Trogly's Guitar Show. This is our single pickup rock and roll machine right here. Single bridge custom bucker. You have the controls oriented like on a Les Paul Jr. where it's just straight like that, wraparound bridge. This is a lead guitarist kind of guitar right here. These always go quick, so give us a call. And this one's a Garrel Special. I believe this one is iced tea as well. Double humbucker with the wrap tail. It's got the gold top hat knobs, like a sort of more like a 59 spec, as well as the aniline back die, which is more 59 spec. This one I like because it has the Grovers, which I personally prefer, and then also the Stinger on the headstock, which is really cool. So this is another one that always goes quick. Check out new arrivals. These are all going to be hitting shortly. Then you've seen something like this before, but this one's got a little bit of a twist on the theme. So it's a 58 single bridge humbucker. This one though, just single volume control. None of that tone business. You don't need that. Also an uncovered custom bucker. This one does have the pick guard as well. And then it's all sort of 58 spec, so you got the big fat neck profile, aniline die. It does have the Kluson style tuners. So this thing doesn't get any more straight ahead than that. And here's something you don't see every day. That's a KOA top Les Paul Standard. So this one is a 57 Les Paul Standard with the Kindred burst finish on this KOA top. Open coil custom buckers. It's got the walnut back with, again, Stinger with the Grover tuners on it. This is a really cool run. They rarely get KOA. So if you're into something like this, definitely act fast on it. All right. Aged case. You know what aged case means. Aged case means aged guitar. So this one's Orange Sunset Fade, part of a PSL limited run that we're doing with Gibson Custom Shop. As you can see, it has that Murphy Lab heavy aging all throughout. Open coil custom bucker in the bridge position. It's got a super thin JP #1 neck profile with the gold Grover tuners. Really iconic look. Look at the neck wear. That looks really nice. This one definitely has the look of an old guitar. The checking pattern sort of doesn't just go crisscross like you see on a lot of aging. I don't know if you can see that as I angle it, but it's got a really nice checking pattern, wear in all the right spots on the top. It's an heirloom piece right there. And if you like that one, you're gonna like this one. The Sergio Valen signature from Gibson Custom Shop. So they based it off of his original 56 Les Paul, which he added a humbucker to the bridge position as well. So you can see that we sort of have similar minds of taking a guitar with a P90 that normally has a P90 and putting that humbucker into it. Got the Bigsby vibrato, really nice aging work. This is a limited run. I think most other dealers are sold out of them, so check out new arrivals for this one. Look at the neck wear on it. Almost all the finish is off. That's really nice. We've got a sister to that guitar from earlier. This one's got a nice lightweight. This is the one with the covered custom bucker. Again, the controls oriented like on a Les Paul Jr. with the tone control. This one's got the Klusons, aniline back die. Nice lightweight on it. All that lack of hardware on it yields a little bit of a lighter weight. And here's a sort of variation on that theme. It's a 58 as well. It's a single bridge humbucker as well. It's got the same, again, the Les Paul Jr. straight control configuration, but this one does have the ABR1 and stop tailpiece with a pick guard on it. This one looks like an iced tea to me. Nice, beautiful, plain maple top on it. Aniline back die, Kluson tuners. It's got the sort of antiqued binding throughout, and these are all historic spec, so they are the long neck tenon, no truss rod tube, all hide glue construction, nitrocellulose finish, all the features you've known to come to know and love. All right, we're down to it. The very last one. So this is from another PSL run we're doing with them. This is an Antiquity Burst Les Paul. 59 is the year of the reissue. This one has Grovers, very much like a guitar that was modified by a famous British blues rocker who played this guitar on an album that really set off the 60s. In 1966, I think it came out. These are really, it's just such a nice run. It's one of my favorite guitars that we've done with them. That Antiquity Burst finish looks really great. The flame top is nice and subtle, just like the original guitars themselves. So these guitars are all going to be hitting new arrivals. So check out themusiczoo.com. As you can see right behind me, these are starting to post. You can also call up your friendly local Music Zoo salesperson. We got Jessica on deck today, we got Eric working, we got Rick. They're all really knowledgeable about this stuff, so give them a call if you see anything that interests you.